What if the only thing standing between you and success isn't luck, money, or talent, but simply the way you see yourself? In a crowded city street filled with the noise of cars, chatter, and footsteps, sat a man named Ravi. Every morning, he took his place on the same corner near the marketplace, holding a small tin bowl and a cardboard sign that read, "Please help. I have nothing." He had been living like this for years, surviving on coins and scraps from strangers who passed by. But what pained him most wasn't hunger. It was the feeling that his life no longer had meaning. Each night, Ravi looked at the stars from his spot under an old bridge and wondered, why was I born just to suffer? Why does life favor others but not me? One day, as he sat counting the few coins he'd collected, a man dressed in a clean but simple suit stopped in front of him. Unlike others who threw coins and walked away, this man crouched down and looked Ravi straight in the eye. "Tell me," the man said, "why do you beg?" Ravi frowned at the question. "Because I have nothing," he said bitterly. "No home, no education, no family, no chance." The man smiled faintly. "You say you have nothing, but you have hands, legs, eyes, and a mind. Is that really nothing?" Ravi stared at him, unsure what to say. The man stood up and said, "I used to think just like you, but I learned one thing. Life doesn't change until your mind does. Come see me tomorrow if you truly want to change your fate." He handed Ravi a small business card that read, "Arjun Mehta, owner, Sunrise Printing Press." That night, Ravi couldn't sleep. He kept turning the card in his hand. A part of him wanted to believe the man's words, but another part whispered, "What's the point? You'll always be poor." Yet as the sun rose, curiosity pushed him to walk to the address on the card. The building was old but busy, filled with the rhythmic sound of printing machines. Ravi found Arjun arranging papers in a corner. "You came," Arjun said with a smile. "Good. I have a small task for you." He handed Ravi a broom. "Sweep this floor, but do it as if you're cleaning your own home." Ravi hesitated. "I'm not looking for charity," he said defensively. Arjun chuckled. "And I'm not giving you any. I'm offering work. But remember, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything." Ravi reluctantly began sweeping. The floor was dusty, and the task felt endless. But Arjun's words echoed in his head. Slowly, Ravi started taking pride in his work. When he finished, the floor shone. "Good," Arjun said. "Now come tomorrow." And so, one day became another. Arjun started giving Ravi small jobs, moving boxes, delivering papers, cleaning ink trays. It wasn't much, but Ravi noticed something changing inside him. For the first time, he felt needed. Weeks turned into months, and he found himself waking up with purpose. One evening, as they closed the shop, Arjun handed him an envelope with some money. "You've earned this," he said. Ravi's eyes filled with tears. "I can't take it," he said. "You've already done enough for me." Arjun shook his head. "No, Ravi. You earned it because you worked for it. This is the law of life. When you give value, the world gives back." That night, Ravi sat by the bridge again, staring at his old cardboard sign. He realized how his own words, "I have nothing," had trapped him. Every day he had repeated them, and every day they had come true. But now, for the first time, he dared to think differently. "I have something," he whispered to himself. "I have hands that can work, a mind that can learn, and a heart that can dream." It was a simple thought, but it felt like light entering a dark room. That was his aha moment. The next morning, he threw away the sign that had once defined him and never returned to that street corner. Over the next year, Ravi worked harder than ever. Arjun began teaching him about the printing business, how to mix colors, design posters, and handle customers. Ravi learned quickly and even suggested creative ideas that helped the business grow. One day, Arjun told him, "You've changed a lot, Ravi. How do you feel now?" Ravi smiled and said, "I used to think I was poor because I had nothing, but now I know I was poor because I believed I was nothing." Arjun nodded. "That's the truth. The richest person is not the one who has the most money, but the one who has the strongest mindset." Years later, when Arjun decided to retire, he handed over the printing press to Ravi. "This place needs someone who knows the value of hard work," he said, "and that person is you." Ravi couldn't speak. The beggar who once lived under a bridge was now the owner of a business, employing others who needed a chance just like he once did. Whenever people asked him about his journey, Ravi would say, "My life changed the day I stopped saying, 'I have nothing,' and started believing, 'I can do something.' I was never just a beggar. I was a man who hadn't yet opened his mind." He began visiting shelters, sharing his story with others who felt hopeless. "You are not your circumstances," he would tell them. "You are your choices. Change your mindset, and the world around you will follow." The moral of this story is powerful. Your outer world is only a reflection of your inner world. If you keep telling yourself that you are helpless, life will prove you right. But the moment you decide to think differently, to see yourself as capable, deserving, and strong, the universe begins to shift in your favor. Change your mindset, and you will attract new opportunities, people, and results. Like Ravi, you don't need to wait for someone to save you. You just need to save yourself from your own limiting thoughts. Remember, success doesn't start with money or luck. It starts with belief. If Ravi's story inspired you, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs a reminder that change begins in the mind. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful motivational stories every week. Until next time, believe in yourself and keep growing.